Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Behind the Pages with Maggie, breaking barriers one story at a time. Today we have the story titled Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon, which is written by Patty Lavelle and illustrated by David Catrow. Now, it is a really wonderful story, and after reading the story, I just have to say I really adored Mary Lou for her sweet self-confidence and the joy she finds in life. Now, of course, to give you a bit of context of the story, little Molly Lou is smaller than all the other kids in her class, and she has buck teeth and can't sing a good note. But her grandmother taught her that if she carries herself with confidence, the world will look up to her. And if she smiles, the whole world smiles too. Now, without further ado, I really would like to just get into the story right away, and I really do hope you enjoy the story as much as I did. Without further ado, here is Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon. Molly Lou Melon stood just taller than her dog, and was the shortest girl in the first grade. She didn't mind. Her grandmother had told her, "Walk as proudly as you can, and the world will look up to you." So she did. Molly Lou Melon had buck teeth that stuck out so far she could stack pennies on them. She didn't mind. Her grandmother had told her, "Smile big, and the world will smile right alongside you." So she did. Molly Lou Melon had a voice that sounded like a bullfrog being squeezed from a boa constrictor. She didn't mind, because her grandmother had told her, "Sing out clear and strong, and the world will cry tears of joy." So she did. Molly Lou Melon was often fumble-fingered, but she didn't mind. Her grandmother had told her, "Believe in yourself, and the world will believe in you too." And so she did. Then Molly Lou Melon moved to a new town. She had to say goodbye to her grandma and all of her friends, and start in a new school. On the first day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Shrimple in gym class. When the game started, Molly Lou Melon caught the football, ran under the legs of Ronald Durkin, and scored a touchdown. All the children thought, "Wow, she is good," and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the second day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Bucky Tooth Beaver. Molly Lou Melon took out her pennies, stacked 10 high on her teeth, and smiled as big as day. All the children smiled with glee, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the third day of school, Ronald Durkin said, "You sound like a sick duck. Honk, honk." Molly Lou Melon sang out a quack so clear and strong that it made Ronald Durkin somersault backwards, hit his head, and to have to go to the nurse. All the children cried with joy to be free of Ronald Durkin for the rest of the afternoon, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the fourth day of school, Ronald Durkin said that she'd made the snowflakes all wrong, but Molly Lou Melon opened up her paper and revealed the most beautiful snowflake of all. All the children oohed and ahed, even Ronald. On the 5th day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Molly Lou Melon a stacking penny for her tooth and smiled at her. That night, Molly Lou Melon took out a pencil and paper and wrote a letter to her grandma. Dear Grandma, I wanted to tell you that everything you told me was exactly right. Love, Molly Lou Melon. Well, this is the end of the story, and I really do hope that you realize just how important self-confidence is, and to find the beauty in all your flaws, and to accept them and embrace them, that your imperfections makes the most perfect you. Well, this is the end of the story. Thank you so much for joining me this episode, and I cannot wait to see you in our next episode of Behind the Pages with Maggie, breaking barriers one story at a time. Goodbye for now.